And welcome back. Carolyn A. Brent is joining us right now. She's an author advocate, and she knows so much about what we as adults need to know when it comes to helping our aging parents. Today we're talking about moving our aging loved ones into an assisted living facility or a nursing home. One of the questions, Carolyn, and things I want you to expand on, you say we should question the management, talk to them about who the owners are, how long have you owned this facility, and why is that important to know those types of things?
It's very important when you're placing a loved one in an environment. You want to know, what is the turnover rate? Are the employees happy? A happy employee is going to be a happy resident that lives there. If there's a high turnover rate, that's telling you that's not where you want to put your parents. Also, if a lot of investors are investing in nursing homes and private assisted living, if they're looking at it just as an investment, I would not put my parent there either, because the likelihood of them selling for a profit and then you're going to start all over, the likelihood is there. So I share with folks, find out how long has the facility been in existence, how many owners, or how many times has it changed hands. Also, another thing, you want to find out if there's any communicable diseases that has been going rancid through the facility. They're not going to ask you that, but do your homework, find out through the state before you make a decision as to where you're going to place your parents, because scabies runs rancid in a lot of these homes, or Staphylococcus aureus or Staphylococcus pyogenes. These are airborne diseases that people can catch. So I know for a fact, there was a quarantine at my father's place. I couldn't walk in and see him for 2 weeks because a resident had scabies. So you want to ask about that. Ask about, well, what is the evacuation system? Who's in charge of the residents if you have to evacuate? Those are questions, Ronnie and Carol, that I would never have thought to ask. But I tell people to ask those questions, and before you give them a dime, check with the state and find out what the record says about that facility.
You also said talking about personal care. Does the facility offer personal care such as hair, nails, and beauty treatments? I mean, that's important to a lot of people.
It's very important, and typically there is a cost with that. And if there's a cost, you want to try to get in the contract that maybe your loved one can get a manicure or their hair done once a week or once every 2 weeks, or whoever's going to do it. Also, the laundry, that costs just washing your parents' clothes. But I highly recommend label all of your loved ones' clothes and take them home and clean them yourself.
Yes.
Why? You may see that beautiful outfit on some other resident, wearing your mom's or your dad's outfit. So, I look at the standpoint, anything that you can do to get involved, definitely get involved, but label all your own things. And then if your parent has something of value like a diamond ring or anything, definitely report that and have them to log it, because chances are pilferage is very, very high in these facilities. Chances are it may become missing, but if your parent doesn't want to part from it, definitely have it on record that it's there. Everything, you got to report everything. The clothes, even false teeth, even your ear, what is it called? The hearing aids.
Yeah.
Hearing aids, those disappear too, and they're very, very expensive.
This was interesting. You said that a person, when looking for a place for their aging loved one, ask about the sound level. Explain that.
Yes, a lot of seniors may not be able to hear well, or they may be very sensitive to sound. So if the sound levels are bouncing off the wall, that may end up driving your loved one, really, really crazy, because the sound is bouncing off the wall. So you want to get your loved one in a place where there's a lot of, padding on the walls where the sounds are not going to be bounced off. Or also you want to make sure that there are intercom systems in the hallways just in case there's an evacuation, that your loved one is going to hear it. So sound is very important, especially at night. Let's say there's a screamer that's living on the facility. That can really, really affect your loved one if there isn't any padding against the walls or installation that's going to really kind of muffle that particular sound. And also you have your night walkers. They're called They walk at night and they're totally wide awake. My father did that. His days were nights, his nights were days. And you want to make sure that there are staff members to watch those folks that are up at night 24 hours a day. So it's really, really important.
You know, I wish I knew you prior to my brother having been in a nursing home, because these are, I am relating so much to so many things that you were saying, and it's so important. And we need to let people know no question is a dumb question or a stupid question. All of these questions that you can ask are so vital and important, Carolyn. So,
absolutely.
You know, I can't tell you how much we appreciate your expertise and joining us monthly, you know, talking about across the ages and how we care for our aging parents and loved ones. So thank you for a great informative couple of segments this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you, and I'll see you next month.
Sounds good. And we will be back with more NTV's Good Like Friends. Stay right where you are.